You hear a lot about polling. You probably yell a lot about polling. You know, every other day you'll turn on the news, you'll look at the news and, oh my gosh, Trump's down, what? That's terrible. But what you don't do is this. You don't look at what's called the crosstabs. Most of you it would never even occur to you to know what a crosstab is. A crosstab is this. It's the internals of a poll. How many Republicans did they poll? How many Democrats did they poll? What were the specific questions they asked? You see, you get the headline, Biden up 90 in Texas, and you didn't look at the fine print, nor would it occur to you to do so. I'm not judging. But almost all of these polls that are released publicly are released for a purpose. Some of them are very reputable poll outfits who are trying to do the right thing. Sometimes they miss the mark, sometimes they don't. Many of these polls are not reputable at all. Sometimes they're actually paid for in a roundabout way by one of the campaigns or other to accomplish a specific goal. We want to dampen voter enthusiasm in Michigan. Let's show a poll showing Trump up 20. Then the Biden people will be dejected and they'll just go home. You know, that kind of a thing. But one thing that is absolutely true, early and often, a campaign will poll and it won't release the poll. These are the most accurate polls on earth. These are polls they do not to push votes one way or the other, not for splashy headlines. These are polls they do that actually show them where they're standing, as accurate as a poll can possibly get. Now, where am I going with all this? Well, you remember how I opened the show? Don't tell me what you care about. Show me what you care about. You can tell what campaigns are actually caring about by where they go. Where is Joe Biden doing events? Where's Donald Trump doing events? You notice 4-5 months ago, before all the coronavirus stuff, do you remember where Donald Trump was doing rallies all the time? He was back in campaign mode every other week. Where was he? Traditional swing states. He was in Pennsylvania, he was in Florida, he was in Michigan, he was in Ohio, doing all the things a man trying to solidify his reelection would do. We've got this state covered and that state covered and that state covered. I mean, he'll pop in now and then, that's fine. But for the most part, we need to camp out in Michigan and Pennsylvania and North Carolina, and that's smart. I'm not judging him that he was doing the right thing. Donald Trump just landed in Texas. You remember all these polls that have been coming out about Donald Trump and Joe Biden in Texas? Joe Biden's up in Texas. They're in a dead heat in Texas. And what's the rhetoric you've been hearing from the GOP, from the Trump campaign too? Oh, we're fine. No, we're going to be fine. Oh, we're not losing Texas. You'll hear people on the right say this all the time. I'm in Texas. I have a million friends who say that. We're not going to lose Texas. It's July 29th, and the Trump campaign just landed in Midland, Texas. The Trump campaign, I don't care what they tell you, they're worried about Texas. Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.